Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SQL Experts. In the previous video, we have covered Introduction to DBMS and SQL. The link of the previous video is given below. This video covers SQL data types, creating table and using basic select statement with real-time examples. Before proceeding, I request you to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. So let's start with SQL data types and statements. So first of all, what can SQL do? As we have seen in the previous video, SQL can retrieve data from a database and it can insert new records into a database. It can delete records from a database and it can update existing records in a database. So this SQL is used as a language across many databases like Oracle, MS SQL Server, DB2, Sybase, MySQL, and so on. General practice is to use all the SQL commands in uppercase, but it is not mandatory. So coming to the data types of SQL, we use number, varchar2 and date. Varchar2 and date values should be enclosed in quotes. Varchar2 data type stores variable length characters, and the maximum length of varchar2 is 4000 bytes and minimum is 1 byte. When we use varchar2, the size should be mentioned. Example, varchar2 of 200. It means that the string can be from 1 byte to 200 bytes. It can be 1 byte, 10, 15, 18 and so on, but the maximum should be 200 bytes only. So we can see example of a number data type can be 100 or any numeric value, and varchar2 should be a string, and the date data type should contain a date. So first we'll see the database objects tables. There are many database objects like tables, views, sequences, synonyms and all, but we'll be covering all in the upcoming videos. In this video, we are going to see about tables. So what are tables in SQL? Tables are the database objects from which we can retrieve the data. A table can contain columns of the data types number, varchar2 or date. When you create a column, we need to mention the data type of the column. That is mandatory, and the data type can be any one of a number, varchar2 or date, but it cannot be mix of two data types. The syntax of the create table command is create table, table name, that can be any name, and column 1 data type, column 2 data type, column 3, column 4 and so on. It depends on the requirement of how many columns we need to create in a table. As an example, I have created a students table. So the syntax for creating a students table is create table students, student number which is of number data type, student name which is of varchar2 of 100 bytes. So the student name can contain up to 100 bytes, and marks, number and date of admission as date. So here we need to understand that the column names cannot contain a space. If you want to separate two words, you can give as an underscore, but space is not allowed in the column names. So now we'll see what is data retrieval language. The first command and basic command is select command. Select is used to retrieve the data from the database. So select is called as DRL, which is data retrieval language. If a user wants to view the details, select command will be used. For example, we have a table called as EMP. So now if I give select star from EMP and run the statement, we get the details of the employees. We have a table. Assume there is an organization and the organization contains many employees, and the organization want to store the details of the employees. The details of the employees, like what is the employee number, employee name, what is the designation, who is the manager of that particular employee, and when did the employee join, and what is the salary of the employee, and how much commission the employee gets, and which department the employee works. Assume we have an organization and the organization have many departments like finance, HR, sales, marketing, IT, and so on. So each department is given an ID. Admin department has an ID of 10, and finance department has an ID of 30, and sales department has 20, and so on. So now we see employee name as King is working for department 10, and employee of Blake is working for 30. So if you see in that manner, the employee Blake employee ID is 7698 and his designation is manager, and the manager of Blake is 7839. It is King, and the date of joining of Blake is May 1st, 1981, and the salary will be 2850, and null is that as of now he is not getting any commission, or null is treated as unknown value. It's not same as 0. We'll cover about null in the upcoming videos, but as of now we'll treat null as a value which is unknown, not known to us. So we cannot say how much commission the Blake is getting. And Blake is working for department 30. So if you give select star from EMP and run the query, you get the details of all the employees. There are 14 employees working in this organization, and the details of all the 14 employees are displayed here. This is a simple example, but in real time we have more than 30 or 40 columns in a table. So in that case, instead of viewing all the columns, we can specify the columns which we want to select. Suppose we want only employee number, employee name, and for which department the employee is working. We can specify the column names and give it as. Now you can see we are getting only the 3 columns: employee number, employee name, and department. So this in real-time scenarios, instead of specifying select star from table name, we'll be giving select the specified columns, or the columns which we are really interested. Only those columns will be mentioned in the select statement. So this is the basic select statement. We have seen select star from EMP will give the details of all the columns in the EMP, and select the specified column names will give the details of only those columns. So this is the video regarding SQL data types, creating a table, and how do we see the data from a table. Hope you have liked the video. Please post your suggestions, clarifications in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon so that you get notifications on the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.